first slide. I'm going to minimize this, and the next thing we're going to look at is using a Windows computer. We're going to look at the desktop and the taskbar. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and minimize this, and it went right here to the taskbar. Okay, so we're going to talk about the desktop first. The desktop is where all your icons pretty much are. You can see that you got your recycle bin, you got your Google Chrome, or if you don't have that browser there with you. Most of the browsers or whatever programs you have installed will create an icon here, and they'll be here. And you can just double click it. You got your recycle bin. This is where you put documents in the trash. We'll go into detail a little bit later. Okay. All right. So back on our presentation. All right. Okay. We're going to go ahead and talk about the start menu and the icon description. Okay. So the start menu is what you're looking at here. This is a button. If you have an older version of Windows, such as Windows Vista or Windows XP, if you move your mouse over down to the left-hand corner of the screen, you'll see a start button, and you'll see that it'll be a little alternate text right there. You see a little white thing that pops up. That is your icon description. Okay, so if we click on this and click on the start button, we're gonna left click. It takes us to all the different programs that we can go to. Here we have the all programs, and it takes, when we click it there, it takes us to all the different programs that we can go to. We can also, I clicked on control panel there by accident, but just know that this is the main controller for programs that you want to launch in the future. Okay, so see, for example, we have our Word there where we just launched, but this is a start menu, and we'll cover a few more aspects of it as the lesson goes on. But what I want to talk here next is about icon description. So say, for example, you're hovering your mouse button. When you hover it and not press anything, it gives you an idea of what document you're looking at. It tells you the type. It says Microsoft document, and it tells you the size and the date modified. This is a useful description for when you're looking at a document. You're like, where did I leave it, or what kind of document is this? All you have to do is just hover your mouse button over it, not press a single button, and you'll see it gives you all the description for it. Okay, so moving along with our presentation here. The next thing we're going to look at is Windows, okay, and Windows navigation. Okay, so Windows, what it does, what made it the great operating system that we know of it as today, is the fact that you can have various programs running without having to close one and then open up the other, as you had to do it in the older days of the computing world. And Windows came along and made this a little simpler. So okay, so what you're looking at, I'm going to go ahead and show you an example here. You see these three buttons that I'm looking at. Okay, the main one is to close it, and I don't want to close it because I'm still obviously in here giving you the lesson, so we'll worry about that later. Okay, and you look at these little squares right here, and okay, we're going to go ahead and left click those. All right, if you press the close button, just click if it says if you want to close the file, just don't worry about it, just click no. Okay, all right, so we're going to go back to our Word file. We're going to look at this. The same icon that we see here on the PowerPoint presentation is present here on the same program. Okay, so say, for example, if I click this little line, boom, it drops right here down to my taskbar. Okay, and to bring it back, I just click on it and I got it back. Alright, and say if I wanted to make it full screen and get a better view of my document, I would click on that, and we're back into the mode where it's full screen. Okay, I want to minimize it back, so I click on it, and it's down to a smaller window size. And I want to bring it down to the taskbar so I can continue to my lesson. So I'm just going to go ahead and click this little line, and boom, we're back here to the presentation. I'm going to move down to the next slide, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about a few little things about folders. Okay, let's just go ahead and talk about that a little bit. All right. Okay, so we got our document here. All right, and we're going to go ahead and save it. Okay, and we're going to go to File, and we're going to go to Save As. All right, so when we're there, or Save As. Yeah, perfect. We're going to go ahead and try to find the desktop. All right, the desktop here is on your left-hand side of this window. So just find the scroll bar And for you that are new to scroll bars, you can just go ahead and right click, don't let go of the button, and then drag it up and down, right? Okay. And we're going to find desktop. I want you to click on desktop and click on it there, okay? Now that you have it, we're going to look at file name, okay? Here on file name, I want you to just click it once and you'll see how it highlights it. Okay, press your backspace key and, I don't know, give it a name such as, I don't know, document 1. Okay, or you can name it whatever you want. Your cat's name, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and click save, and we're going to left click on save. Alright, and we're going to minimize this. And since we selected it, if we go to desktop, you can see that it goes here onto our desktop. I'm going to go ahead and drag it here onto my desktop, or another different position on my desktop. Again, clicking and dragging is a simple operation where you go over with your left mouse button, you click it and you hold it, and you can reposition it anywhere where you want. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I just did. And we're looking at our document 1. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it in a new folder. And in order to do a new folder, okay, you're going to find an empty part of your screen here, of your desktop, and I want you to right click it. Okay, so now when you right click it, you'll notice different options come out here on the menu. And if I go to new, okay, it gives me all the different things that I can make. You know, it gives me Microsoft Word document, or I could make this. But we're going to focus on folder because that's what we really want to do. We're going to click on folder and we're going to left click. Alright, so we're here on folder. And you'll see that it gives you a blue screen and it has a cursor there ready for you to give it a name. So we're going to call this folder doc. Yeah, I have no good names on me, so we're going to go ahead and save it. And alright, so we're not really saving it, but we just gave it a new name. So now what I want to do is, since we already saved this, we're going to go ahead and close it. Okay, so now that we close it, we can go ahead and drag and drop this document into this folder, and you'll see that it went there. So this is great for when you have different documents that you want to throw together into a folder and not have them everywhere. So I have another document here that I had previously opened, and you saw how I put that document in that folder. We're going to go ahead and do it with this one too. So I drag that in there, right? And where'd it go? Nah, it's in the folder. Yeah, you saw me do it. No magic there. Okay, so I double click the folder and double click, left click. And you can see that both documents are in there. And this is great for organizing, a lot of papers and making it work for you. That way you can keep yourself a little organized, and so many files that will come your way once you become a little bit better with a computer. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and close that. And say I don't want this folder anymore, just get rid of it. What I can do is just drag it and drop it into the recycle bin. Since I have a couple of other documents I don't want to quite get rid of, I'm not going to go ahead and delete it just yet. But if you wanted per se to do it yourself, you could just right click over the recycle bin and just empty the recycle bin. You click it on that, it will give you a command such as, alright, do you really want to delete all these items? And since we don't want to just yet, you want to go ahead and click no. Yeah, you don't want to click yes, or else, yeah, bye-bye. Okay, back to our presentation. Okay, the next thing we're going to look at is My Computer. Okay, in other versions of Windows, they have My Computer icon usually around here on the desktop, but since we're dealing with a different version of Windows, and you might be dealing with different versions of Windows on your computing life, the best way would be to just find it here on the Start menu. If you click on it, you can see we can just go to the selection here of Computer, and we're going to left click on it once. Alright, and we're there, and you can see that it gives us all our different storage places where we can place our documents. Local disk is C, which refers to the memory inside your computer, and Free Agent is well, you might not have it because this is another hard drive that I have plugged in. But this one right here is a flash drive. Okay, so to give you an example, I have it plugged in right now. Okay, so I unplug it as so, and it goes away. All right, so I plug it in again, and it's gonna take it a little bit. It gives you this autoplay option. Most USB devices will give you this option, and will let you open up the files. But we're gonna go ahead and close that so I can show you here that it appeared here too. Yeah, as you can see, that's where it's located at. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and close this. So definitely keep in mind that whenever you want to access your thumb drive or whatever memory storage unit you have, say for example an external hard drive, you will again go to the start menu, left click on computer, and there it is. There's your thumb drive. It appears there. It should appear under maybe the brand name or whatever. Okay, we're going to close that, and we're going to get back to our lesson here. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is the control panel. The control panel located again on your start bar. Okay, control panel, left click there, and it gives us definitely all the different things and adjustments we can make on our computer. You can do small icons, and you get all the things that you can do. As you can see, you got your fonts folder that controls all the fonts. So you look at your computer, you got your keyboard, mouse settings, and pretty much everything you want to think about. I recommend that you get a little bit of more computer knowledge before you go around and mess around with some of the settings here, because yeah, some of these can be bad. For example, like system, if you're not sure how to go in there just yet, then just leave it alone. Some of these other devices here are just there as computer management and stuff like that. And I'm sure that when you get better with computers, you're going to find out more in detail what this does and get more comfortable with it. But right now, we're not going to go too much into detail with it. But just know that the control panel is where you can access all the different things that make your computer work. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and close that, X. I'm going to go back to our presentation. Alright, and the next thing I'm going to talk about is what is the internet. Pretty much in a nutshell, the internet is a global system of interconnected computer networks that use a standard internet protocol suite to serve billions of users worldwide. So yeah, think of it that way. The internet is a global system of interconnected computer networks. So a lot of computers are working in sync to make the World Wide Web work, to make it easier to understand. And the next thing we're going to look at is what is a website. Now, a website is on your browser, you send in a command where you want to go, and a website is what you get back. Okay, we're going to look at browsers next. Okay, but we're going to find here our Mozilla Firefox. All right, and we're going to click on it. Okay, so once we got this open, you're going to see that we got your browser here. And it comes up here with a Google search engine term, and we're going to go ahead and type in I don't know, Phoenix College scholarships. Okay, we got that, and we're in. Okay, so